Hello friends and welcome to yet another captivating video of Wisdom Zone, and this is Shubro, and today I am going to address an imperative topic which is quite essential for everyone, especially if you want to communicate fluently and confidently in English. Yes, I hope you have already understood. Today I'm going to help you out to overcome your mental barrier and speak fluently and confidently without your mind going blank during speaking. So it is my earnest request to all the viewers, please watch this video carefully and do not skip it at all. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do not wait friends and immediately subscribe to Wisdom Zone to get this type of informative video. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. 3, 2, 1. Hello friends, welcome back once again, and as I already promised that I'm going to address a very important topic. But before I go ahead, let me also tell you that as a professional trainer, I have been training aspirants for more than a decade, and I have trained so many candidates in IT, non-IT, BPOs, and also in different skills like IELTS. So from my experience, let me tell you one thing, that do not take a shortcut, because there is no shortcut to success. But obviously there are a few things we can do, and today I'm going to help you to learn all those aspects. Also, I'm going to help you out to know what are the things you should do. But I'm not going to promise you like other YouTubers that if you watch this video in 1 week or in 2 weeks you will become totally proficient and you won't hesitate or your mind won't go blank. So it does not happen in that way, because it's a continuous process, and I'm quite sure if you follow the process, eventually you will find that you have become more confident and you are not hesitating, and you are able to speak fluently, and your mind is not going blank during speaking. So without further ado, so let's get started with today's discussion, friends. So friends, at first, as you see, I'm going to emphasize on the reasons why does it happen. I'm going to emphasize on the fact why, what are the reasons behind this problem, why our mind goes blank during speaking. So friends, as I have already mentioned, it is imperative to know the reasons behind something. We have to also find out root cause of a problem, and I'll step by step explain the reasons, and also along with that I'm also going to give you the right solution which you can try. So without wasting any more time, so let's see the first reason. So as you see, friends, the first reason why our mind goes blank while speaking is that we tend to become too anxious while speaking. If you are too anxious, automatically you will find that you are unable to continue and your mind may go blank. So that's the first reason why your mind goes blank, because you become too anxious while speaking or too nervous, right? So the solution, as you see on your screen, the first thing which you have to do is that you have to try and settle your nerves. Don't be anxious, go in a very positive frame of mind, be relaxed, and then start speaking. And apart from that, you have to talk to yourself, you have to motivate yourself. Always remember that you are just going to share your views, okay? And it is no rocket science. No one is going to judge you, and you should not judge yourself also. So initially, please follow this perception. You are there to just share your views, and nothing's going to happen, nothing's going to change after your speech. So then only you will be able to come out of this anxiousness, then only you'll be able to come out of this hesitation, and your mind won't go blank. So that's the first reason. I'm quite sure you have understood how to solve this issue and how to overcome your anxiousness while speaking. The second factor is stage fright. So your mind can go blank because you may have some stage fright. So let me explain all the viewers who are not aware about stage fright in a simple language. Stage fright means an irrational fear of performing in front of a group of people or a large audience. That's called stage fright. It is a very common problem. It is not something that you are having. Anyone can have this problem of stage fright. Not only speakers but also performers, they can also have this issue of stage fright, and that might affect their performance. And especially when you are communicating, if you have this stage fright, and if you see a group of people or you see a large audience or you see some people and in front of them you have to communicate, you tend to get nervous, you tend to develop a fear that what's going to happen. So that is called stage fright. So the important thing to understand is that you have to overcome this situation, or else you will face this problem. Frequently your mind will go blank during speaking in front of a huge gathering or a group of people. So how to address this? As you see the solution, so there are some important things you can do. This first solution is that don't overthink about the audience. Don't think that you are speaking in front of a large group of people or so many people are judging you or listening to you. So if you think that, you'll find that your mind will go blank. So just be positive and go ahead and speak. Don't think about the audience first. Understood? That's the initial thing you have to do. And the second aspect is that you have to rehearse before you go ahead and speak in front of people or a large group of audience. You have to rehearse the topic on which you have to speak, and if you rehearse, you will find that you won't have that stage fright and your mind will never go blank while speaking. So follow these two important suggestions and I'm quite sure you will not have any sort of stage fright and your mind won't go blank in front of people. So up next we are going to see the third reason why our mind goes blank. So the third reason is that when you try to speak very quickly or very fast, and it is a very common cause why people have this problem. This is a common factor which leads to hesitation, which leads to your mind going blank during speaking, and in most cases people don't realize also. That's why today I'm going to address it. So how to overcome this problem? Since you have identified it, now how to address it? The way to address it is to speak steadily, gradually, and then you will gain confidence. So do not try to go fast right from the beginning, and try to maintain a steady pace while speaking. Speak steadily, and you don't need to go fast, because fluency is not about going blah blah blah. Fluency is all about having control, having right precision. So important thing is that you have to be steady and gradually you have to develop and gain confidence and speak. So initially if you speak steadily without going fast, you will be able to control your speech. Your mind won't go blank, you will not search for the words are going to come automatically, and it will also help you to control your speech because you are going to get that extra time, isn't that? It will give you ample time to adjust, and it will give you ample time for self correction also if you maintain a steady pace. And if you get time, you can obviously adjust, you can customize your speech, you can introduce better words, and you will get opportunity to correct yourself. So self correction is very important, and you will get that opportunity if you go with a steady pace and slow it up and don't go very quickly. So here let me again clarify one thing. You may be wondering, then if I slow it up, people may not like it, or people may think that I'm not fluent. So that's not the case. It's not that you have to go blah blah blah. If you go fast and mess it up and get stuck and your mind goes blank, that is really a horrible situation, isn't that? And you become a laughing stock. Instead, you go with a steady pace, control your speech, and connect with the audience, and then continue speaking for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes. So it is also going to help you out to speak for a longer time. So I'm quite sure it's clear, because if you try to go fast, you will find after 1 or 2 minutes you are not getting any content. I'm quite sure you are realizing what I'm saying. So please do not go fast. Initially try to maintain a steady pace, gradually build your confidence, build composure, and control your speech, and then go ahead, and it will give you ample time for self correction, which is quite imperative. So try this out and comment below, and I'm quite sure if you follow this suggestion, your mind won't go blank at all, and you will be able to speak confidently without getting stuck. So up next we will see the fourth reason why our mind goes blank, sometime. That is lack of content knowledge, or when you're speaking on unfamiliar topics which you are not aware, isn't there? So it's a common problem. So how to overcome it? So the best way to deal with this situation is that discuss the basic points initially. So don't try to think in a difficult manner. Don't try to discuss points which you are not sure of. Suppose a topic is given to you or you are speaking on a topic. It can be your family, or take the example of the topic of your hometown. So do not think in a complicated manner. So you may think that what I am going to speak, what I will say about my hometown. No, 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 don't think like that way. Think in a simple manner. Focus on the basic points initially. Discuss the basic points, and after that you will gain confidence. Okay, and by that way your mind won't go blank. You will not get stuck. If you start thinking about difficult points, about complicated points about this topic, then obviously your mind will go blank. But if you discuss the basic points initially for 5-6 minutes, automatically you will develop your confidence, isn't that? And once you develop confidence, no one can stop you. I'm quite sure you have understood. And there are other things you can do to update yourself. If you know that you have to speak on a topic, you should prepare, you should remain updated, be aware about the situation, be aware about the current affairs, update yourself regularly, know about the current affairs, learn about the trending topics, local, national, and international news also. So if you follow all these things, you will never get stuck. Your mind won't go blank. Okay, and also you will get more content to speak. Okay, so it's a long process, but initially start discussing any topic also by discussing the basic points, and also go through the suggestions, continuously update yourself. Okay, so as you know, it's a learning curve. As I already mentioned, it's a long process, but I'm going to show you the door today. You have to open the door and walk through it, isn't that? So that is very important. So focus on the basic points initially, develop your confidence, and side by side you should develop this habit of updating yourself. Be aware about the current affairs, be aware about the trending topics, local, national, international news also, that we see every day. So by that way you are going to gain confidence. So up next we are going to see the fifth and the last important reason why our mind goes blank, that is uncertainty about the correct use of grammar or vocabulary, which is quite common, isn't that? So most people, what happens initially, they are skeptical about their own performance. They think that if I'm going to speak, whether it's going to be grammatically correct or not, what words I'm going to use. So this uncertainty would definitely affect your performance, and in turn you will find that your mind may go blank during speaking. So don't be uncertain, don't overthink about grammar. Okay, so let me tell you what you have to do. Initially construct simple sentences. Use the simple present tense, the present continuous tense, the simple past tense, the past continuous tense, and the future tense. Use these tenses and speak. Do not try to make complicated sentences. Don't use conditional initially, and don't think too much about the grammar also while speaking. Understood? And apart from that, also learn synonyms, antonyms, common English expressions and phrases, and obviously all these are going to help you out immensely, right? Because if you know synonyms, you will not be hesitant. If you forget one word also, your mind will not go blank, isn't that? No, that is very important. I'm going to give you an example today. Suppose I forget the word very important. So what I can use imperative. Suppose I forget the word unimportant. What I can use the word trivial. So this is the way it works. If you know synonyms, you will have more scope to speak confidently, isn't that? Because you won't hesitate, your mind won't go blank. So this is one reason. If you think too much about vocabulary without knowing the synonyms, then obviously it would affect you. So first, use simple words. As already mentioned, construct simple sentences using the simple present tense, the present continuous tense, the simple past tense, the past continuous tense, or the simple future tense. And also use simple vocabulary. learn synonyms so that you can introduce them step by step, and if you forget one word you can use the other the way I have mentioned. So I'm quite sure it's crystal clear. Apart from that, initially avoid complex sentences as I already mentioned. So do not use conditional, third conditional or second conditional. You can try first conditional initially if you want. And don't use complicated jargons. Jargons are words which are not common, so do not use jargons. It is not going to help you also, and the audience may not understand. And obviously if you do not know the right meaning or the right pronunciation, so then it's going to affect your performance, and you may get a negative feedback from the audience, which may again make you nervous. I'm quite sure you are understanding the psychology behind it, why you should not use jargons or complicated words when you are not sure of those, right? And as I already mentioned, don't use unfamiliar vocabulary that you are not sure of, okay, or unfamiliar expressions. So don't be skeptical about your grammar, don't be skeptical about your vocabulary, don't overthink about them. Try to construct simple sentences, as I already mentioned, using the tenses I have described. So at last, friends, I am also going to help you. I'm going to tell you how you can improve, what are the techniques you should follow to improve, as you see, techniques to improve your communication. So I'm going to give you some important ways you should follow to improve your overall communication, and for a longer run. It's not a quick fix, let me tell you. If you follow these steps, and I'm 100% sure that in the longer run you will become a confident speaker. You'll be able to speak in front of a huge gathering, and you'll be able to speak on any topic. So let's see the important techniques. The first is, you have to read. You read English newspaper, lifestyle magazines, good storybooks written by good authors. We can read autobiographies, biographies of renowned authors. So that's going to help you immensely. So cultivate the habit of reading, and obviously more you read, you will find more you will learn. You'll learn new words, and also reading lifestyle magazine can also help you because it is related to your day-to-day life. So from there you will get different information. So obviously it would be a good learning process, isn't that? Apart from that, you can also see the next category, that is internet and movies. As we know, we are at present in the era of technology, so we have to use the internet, and also you can watch movies. So follow or subscribe educational channels, pages, blogs, from where you can get some informative content, right? So it's going to help you immensely, and go through the stuff, go through the videos, go through the content, blogs on English or other topics that can help enhance your out knowledge. And you can also watch English movies, which is also a very good way to improve your diction and lexical resource. So watch good movies. Again, you may ask that I may not understand the accent initially, because as you know that actors are from different parts of the globe, they have different ways of speaking, they use different accents over there, right? So let me suggest that initially you can use the subtitles. You can turn on the subtitles and then follow the movie like that way, and after some time you will find that you can easily become habitual. You won't face any problems. Without subtitle also you will be able to understand. So initially use subtitles. If you are not understanding what the actors are saying, you're not understanding their accent, you can use subtitle, read the subtitles, and also from there remember the words, remember the phrases, and use them in your conversation. And the last but not the least is practice, 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 which I always say, there is no shortcut to success. You need to practice. Choose simple topics and speak regularly, and your duration should be somewhere between 50 to 60 minutes every day. So make it a habit to speak regularly for 50 to 60 minutes, and let me assure you, if you do that, you will be able to speak confidently. And more you do it, the better you become, obviously, as you know, isn't that? So the frequency is very important. If you do it regularly, if you do it for 2 hours, it's going to help you more. But it's not possible, as you know, it's not possible to devote 2 hours every day, so you can at least devote 50 to 60 minutes regularly, and that's going to pay you rich dividend, right? I'm quite sure you have understood. Regularly you need to speak, and speak on simple topics. If you see some examples are given, you can describe your daily routine, your hometown, your school, your college, your best friend, your family, etc. These type of topics you should choose and speak regularly, and also try to develop your skills step by step, right? And you'll find that after you speak on this topic, after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, your confidence level improves. Then you can try some other topics. Understood? You can choose some topics like advantages and disadvantages of the internet, so merits and demerits of social media. So these topics you should choose after you gain confidence, and practice regularly. And do not forget to practice, make it a habit. Okay, it should be a part of your daily routine. So as I already mentioned, there is no shortcut to success. So I'm quite sure you have understood how we can overcome that mental barrier, how you can overcome this problem of mind going blank during speaking. And I have covered most of the aspects here, and I have also provided some important links how you can practice, how you can speak confidently. You'll find some informative videos in the description. I have shared the links there. So if you want more information, you can check those videos, and they are on practice techniques and how to speak fluently. You will find a lot of good content from there also. So friends, I hope you understood what I discussed. Please comment below and share your opinion. And obviously, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do not wait and immediately subscribe to Wisdom Zone to get valuable and informative content on spoken English, advanced communication, interview skills, and many more. So stay tuned for further informative videos, friends, and do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to Wisdom Zone.